In a bright breezy meadow filled with blooming wildflowers and buzzing bees, there lived a tiny mouse named Milo. Milo loved the sunshine and playing among the tall grasses, but he was also very afraid of the dark. When night fell or a storm rolled in, Milo would hide safely in his cozy little burrow, trembling and wishing for courage. One stormy afternoon, dark clouds gathered suddenly, and the sky turned gray. The wind howled louder than a lion's roar, and rain started to pour, drenching everything. Milo looked up from his hideout and saw his friends, i.e., Daisy the rabbit, Benny the squirrel, and Tilly the turtle, trying to find their way back to their burrows before the storm trapped them outside. Milo knew he had to help. He remembered the brave stories his grandma told him about brave animals who faced their fears. Taking a deep breath, he scampered out of his burrow and called out, "Follow me. I know the way back to the burrows." His friends hesitated, but they trusted Milo and followed him. As they hurried along, Milo told his friends about a brave mouse who once crossed a rushing river, despite being afraid of water, to help a friend in need. "Even tiny creatures can be brave," Milo whispered, voice steady now. "We just have to believe in ourselves, just like that brave mouse." Soon, the group reached the safe entrances of their burrows, just as the storm was peaking. Inside, they shook off the rain and felt happy to be out of danger. That's when Milo realized something special. His courage had grown just by trying. From that day on, Milo still loved the sunshine but knew that facing fears with friends and a brave heart made even the darkest storms easier. The storm reminded everyone that being brave isn't about not being afraid, it's about doing what you can even when you are. And so, whenever life brings a storm, remember Milo and his friends. Courage isn't about never feeling scared, it's about taking tiny steps no matter what. The end. Sparkled under the warm sun, but Dot never dared to dive in. One breezy morning, while exploring the bank, Dot heard a tiny voice crying out for help. Curious and a little nervous, he looked around and saw a small tadpole named Tilly splashing in the reeds, looking lost and scared. "Oh Dot," Tilly whimpered, "I was trying to find my way back to the deeper water, but I'm not sure how to get there." Dot hesitated. He wanted so badly to stay safe on dry land. But looking into Tilly's worried eyes, he felt a strange flutter in his chest. Maybe, just maybe, he could be brave. With a deep breath, Dot plopped into the pond. The water felt cold and strange at first, but as he paddled slowly toward Tilly, he remembered that big brave ducks had to start somewhere. Dot gently nudged Tilly and said, "Come on, I'll help you find your way." Together, they navigated through the reeds, with Dot encouraging Tilly to follow his lead. As they moved closer to the deeper water, Dot's confidence grew. Soon, Tilly reached the shimmering depths, and she cheered, "Thank you. You're a real hero." From that day on, Dot realized that bravery isn't about never feeling scared, it's about being willing to try anyway. He learned that even the smallest creatures can make a big difference when they choose to be brave. And so, the duckling became a little hero of the pond, showing everyone that courage blooms when you help others, especially when you're afraid yourself. The end. Remember, sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is just take that first brave step.